This is the Kid Pod, and what am I saying?
Have you ever lost a job or something so meaningful to you that you thought your life was over? Have you ever had one of those days, right, where you just look at the sky and say, God, why me? What did I do to deserve this? My life is over, I wanna die. Listen, we all have one of these days, yeah, sooner or later. I just had one yesterday, and I'm here smiling, talking to you, not because I'm superhuman, but because of this story I'm about to share with you in this episode. The story goes like this. On a Monday afternoon in a mental asylum, Tom and Bob, two friends, decided that they were sane enough to be released, but the authorities wouldn't let them. After a month of going the legal way about it, they still wouldn't grant them the request of being released. So these two geniuses came up together and cooked up a plan to escape. Yep, I know what you're thinking at this point, but keep listening. So Tom, the mastermind, says to Bob, Bob, I've noticed something interesting about this guy here. Every night after we eat dinner, he goes and sits on the left side of the gate and he doesn't close the gate all the way on the right side. So there's that gap there. What we're going to do is tomorrow after dinner, we run up to the gate, and if he's still sitting on the left side, we escape through the right. Bob is looking at him, still slow to catch up. He says, hold on a minute. So, what if he's sitting on the right side then? What do we do? The genius says, hey, don't worry about it. That's why you're still here. If he's sitting on the right side, that means the gap will be on the left side. So we run to the left and we escape. Tomorrow comes around, normal day, they have dinner, and now they run up to the gate. But to the surprise, they don't know what's waiting for them. As they show up to the gate, they look to the left and they look to the right. The guard is not even there. Man is taking a number two. So the gate is wide open. Bob holds his head in his two hands. Tom is screaming. They both look at each other and they say, oh, this damn guard. He has smiled at us again. He's not on the left, he's not on the right. There's no way to escape. Our plan is ruined. I'm sure you heard the story and you started laughing. Like, oh, these guys are really crazy. How come the guard wasn't even there? The gate was wide open and they couldn't just run into it and escape? Sure, you're laughing at them now, but let's translate into life. How many of us go through these kind of moments every day? Right? Maybe you were up for a promotion at work. Last minute, you didn't get it. Now you think your life is over because you just got passed up for that promotion. Maybe you had that job at a good firm, right? You were looking up for it and you went through interviews and everything, and last minute didn't pan out. So you look at the sky and said, God, why me? You're complaining. You want to commit suicide because you're in a bad place. You're depressed. Sure, you are allowed to feel sad. But do not forget, never forget, we are human beings. We make plans. That's all we do. We make plans and we work towards them. But don't make the mistake of thinking that because you made plans, life is supposed to work according to that plan you made. You are not God. There's a saying in French that goes, L'homme propose et Dieu dispose. Saying what? People plan, but God is the one that makes it happen. That's the best translation I can give you, right? Maybe you have a wife or a husband. Maybe you have beautiful children. Maybe you have a house, you have a lot of good things going for you in life. But because of one aspect that didn't work out the way you wanted, you think life is over. You want to commit suicide. I don't blame you. It's a mental attitude. So the point of this video is to tell you that, hey, if life doesn't go your way, count your blessings, right? You can have a moment, right? You have to absorb what just happened to you, but don't stop there. Don't just be depressed. Don't think life is over. Don't be ungrateful to God because again, life is a lot of compartments. Your work is one of them. Your family life is another one. You have children. You have people, loved ones. You have good things, material or not, going for you. Count the blessings and then look at what didn't work out, right? Put them on the scale and say, hey, sure, this one didn't work out, but my life overall, fantastic. So I'm grateful. This is an opportunity for me to keep working because God is still on my side. When I look at everything that's going on for me in life, God is still on my side. You have two options, right? You can either take 10,000 today or 1 million tomorrow. If you had that option today, what would you choose? Forget about the 10,000. I'll wait tomorrow to pick up my million. Because you know those two options are available to you. But just because God doesn't plan this way, He doesn't make you see the whole picture, right? He just says, hey, you were promised 10,000 today, but for some reason I blocked it. And He watches you. Now you're like, oh, God, why me? I don't even believe in you anymore. I want to commit suicide. You are acting as somebody that's very ungrateful. So maybe you won't even get to see that million. But what if you keep saying, God, I believe in you. You took that 10,000 away from me for a reason. I'll go to bed, keep praising you. I'll wake up praising you, and I'll keep working hard. Next thing you know, you stumble onto that million the next day, and you say, wow, God's wisdom. God's wisdom. I'm sure a lot of people can testify to that, right? Maybe the scenario is not that straightforward for us to see it every day, but I know in personal experience, I've had this kind of days. I've had them. I'll probably make another video to tell you about it, but hey, I just wanted to share that, thing that happened to me a couple of days ago, and hopefully that helps some of us out there to have better days whenever they're going through tough times, and they just put things in compartments in life, right? Don't take one failure and mess up all the success you already have, all the good things going on for you. So hopefully we learned something from this one.
This is the Kid Pod, and what am I saying?
This is the KS Pod, King Solomon's podcast. I hope you have a peaceful life. Till next time.